I initially, when I first decided, okay, I want to go back to school, let me see what I can do, I was going to get an MBA, because isn't that what everybody does? I have an undergrad in business, and I was like, well, that's just natural. And a friend of mine, Eva Martinez, who's an admissions counselor who happens to work here at Marquette, I told her, well, that's what I'm going to do. And she's like, why? You work in this field of work, do public service. And I'm like, what is public service? And she explained it to me. To this day, I mean, the experience of public service is the fact that, you know, you're able to define, at least I've had the opportunity to define the research that I think is important to help my job. And Safe Streets is a pilot program that has never happened here in Milwaukee before. And so the ability to have all the resources here, along with all the great professors to mentor you and to, you know, be able to say, how can I develop something in class that'll help me at work, has been one of the greatest experiences.
I came to Marquette as a Trinity Fellow, and I began in the International Affairs Department, but as a Trinity Fellow, you take classes in public service from the College of Professional Studies. And while taking those classes, I had some sort of revelation, because I had been working in DC at the Lawyers Committee for Human Rights doing international issues, and I suddenly realized that there were so many issues right here in the city of Milwaukee. So I quickly talked to everybody, and my second semester I switched my focus to public service with an emphasis in administration of justice. And it was so important to me because I was a Trinity Fellow, so I was working at a nonprofit. And while in my classes, I could literally take right what I was learning and apply it directly to my fund development work, to my nonprofit work. And it was just so applicable to all that I was doing in both my work and my education, and they just crossed over so much. And I'm from Seattle originally, but now I've been in Milwaukee for 8 years, and I think it's probably because of the, you know, College of Professional Studies and the public service aspect.
Coming to Marquette was a hugely different experience in both content and the fact that the learners with me were adults, and all of them were involved in some very interesting, different things. When you have healthcare administrators and criminal justice people and gerontology people all in the same room, it makes for some pretty interesting mixed up conversations. But it really, I think, brought together the fact that when people have passion for what it is they want to do, they'll take all of those things that they learned together and try and translate them into their work, which is what I tried to do. I would certainly, I love the idea of all of us learning some things together, but then each of us learning our specialties on our own. That was the best part of it.